Hello, welcome everybody. Welcome back to my channel. I hope you're all doing really well this summer, and welcome back to another Seek, Gather and Create challenge. This is the August 2024 installment. It's a challenge that I run over on Instagram with my co-hosts Tina Hoyce, Laura Dennison, and this time we have our guest artist Casey Turner. And I'll put all the details about the challenge and about my hosts and our sponsors in the description below. This is an art scavenger hunt basically, so we ask each Sunday of August to find the 4 prompts that we list, and we seek these items, gather them together and create something. It can be anything, any mixed media project that you like. So week 1 we asked you to find gold, plastic wrap, something burnt, and handwriting or asemic writing. Asemic writing being writing without words, essentially. So it looks like writing, but there's no actual words in it. Anyway, that said, I looked through all my stuff to see what I could pull out. For gold, I've got gold acrylic paint and plus this gold thread. I found some plastic wrap, just from small packaging. Looking through, I found a photograph that I'd done some experimenting on, and that's burnt. So we've got this burnt edge on this photograph, which I thought was perfect. And then for handwriting, Casey, who I recently saw over in the States, gifted me very kindly this old Amish letter. And I didn't want to use the letter itself, so I've just photocopied just a section. It's quite a long letter. Photographed just a section of that handwriting to use it in my page as well. So those are my 4 items. I'm going to be working in this journal here, and I've picked out this page which has already got something going on. I liked the orange. I thought that would go well with the gold, and we've already got some sort of cool patterning from that, the polka dots there going on. Oh, I also picked out a piece of fabric which I thought I might use as well. As always, I haven't got a plan. I don't know how this is going to go. I've just got my objects, and we'll just see where they take us, really. And I'm thinking, my initial thought is, because I've got the black polka dots, that I might use my plastic wrap with some black ink over here on this side. I have no idea whether this is going to work, but we'll see. So I'll just take a piece of scrap fabric, basically. Scrap paper under that bit. I've got some black ink here on my desk. And what I think I'll do, and I know this works with watercolours, so I'm guessing it's going to work with ink as well, is to pop a little bit down on this page. Just put some drops like that. Grab my water spray and give that a spritz to spread it out a little bit. And then grab my plastic wrap and just pop it over the top of that, but kind of wrinkled. Let's keep it all scrunched so you've got all those wrinkles in it. I have no idea whether this is going to work with the ink, but what I want to do is to leave that to dry naturally, and then we'll see what we get. So I can't dry this with the heat gun because it will melt the plastic, which is not what I want. So I'm just going to get a heavy book. I'm going to pop that down there, leave it, and I'll come back to you when that's done. Right, so that dried and did absolutely nothing. Not a thing. So instead, I think what I'm going to do is take some of my gold paint and maybe use this to paint, use the plastic to paint with. So I'm going to spread that out a little bit and then dip my plastic into it, and then use that to kind of splodge some gold on. Okay, kind of working. Yeah, sort of. I think that works. And so plastic wrap was the trickiest bit, I think, to get in there. But we'll say that that's done for now. I'll just give that a quick dry. Right, that's dry, and now I've got my writing, so I want to sort of decide how I want to add that in. This is because it's a photocopy, it looks a little bit too new. So I'm going to start by scrunching it up a few times, just to put some creases in it and age it up a bit. Right, and I might, let me just move that to one side, grab some coffee. Let me just activate this coffee. And a sponge. And just rub over that with some coffee just to, again, create a bit of age. Grab my brush here and just add some splats if I can get enough coffee. Okay, that's looking a bit better. I'll give that a dry. Now that's dry, I'm not quite sure whether I want to cut a shape out or just tear it and add in sort of areas of it. I don't know. We'll start by tearing a bit and just seeing how that would look if we start to add a little bit of that in. Okay, we'll go with that. Let me grab some matte medium. Oh, can't get the lid off. Right. Start sticking some of that down. So quite like that. Now I've used the matte medium, kind of it blends in a little. So I'm wondering about maybe not having that longer piece and just having some smaller pieces which I can kind of blend in like this. I don't really mind that it's sticking out the top. That little bit because it's got the date. So this letter was written in 1934. Okay, I'll grab my gesso. Just grab some on my finger and try and just kind of unify some of this now a little bit. like that. That's starting to look like a good background to work on. So I have absolutely no idea which way this is going. Oh, that gold's dry. I'll grab a little bit more gold. This is running out, this gold. Come on. Oh. Oh. Just a little bit of more gold on top. Okay, and I think I like this sort of pop of pink here. So I'm going to grab my watercolours and drop in a little bit of that as well. I haven't dried the gesso, some of it's blending in with the gesso and turning into a lighter pink. With splats. Okay. So we've got plastic wrap-ish. We use it to paint with. We've got the handwriting in there. Let me just give that a dry and we'll see what it's looking like. Okay, that's how it's looking. And I think I've got my photo and a little bit more of the writing and the fabric. And I think I'm going to create a little bundle of some kind with these things. So let me just take a little piece of that fabric and start to just kind of layer up a few little bits here. Maybe it could actually even take some of the plastic, a little bit with the gold on it. Get it out of the way, because that's quite nice, got that pattern on, which I thought maybe I could still, the gold's still a little wet, maybe have on there. Yep. Scrunch that plastic up a little, and I'm going to use my gold thread. Well, I'm going to use some glue first, and then we'll use some gold thread to add some detail. Okay, just using some Fabri-Tac there. So I hope everyone's having a great summer. I hope you'll have a go at the challenge and see what you can create. It's always really fun to see what everybody else can produce. And so many great ideas out there. So just going to grab myself a needle. So the summer's been busy so far. We were down on the south coast for the first week, and my youngest is off at scout camp now, so the house is very quiet without her. But we've been busy, just taken my eldest and my mum off for a little trip to York. We just came back yesterday, and I love York. It's just so full of history, and it's fantastic. I love it. So yeah, haven't been doing much face-to-face teaching over the summer, but that gives me lots of time to get some planning done, you know, and experiment with some new ideas, and also just have some time just doing my own creative thing, getting back into my journals and just enjoying it. So I'm just randomly adding some stitching here through that plastic, and I'm going to start bringing it over onto the fabric over here with this gold thread. Oops, come on, threaded. I'm trying to think what else has been happening. Just finished the Flowers Magic Art Fest, which was really lovely. Great to be part of. So many different amazing artists that were involved. So if you fancy checking that out, I'll put the details down below for that. And it's just been announced that I'm going back to America for the Compendium Society 2025. I'm so excited. I had just the most amazing time there this year, and I just I can't tell you how wonderful it is to be going back, to be going to spend time with Dee Dee and Tina again, because we just had such a laugh. It was just great. It was really wonderful. So I'm really looking forward to going back and spending time with them. And then we also have Jane Chip joining us, and I'm so excited to get to meet and work with Jane and spend the week with her too. I love Jane's work, I really do. So yeah, so exciting things. I'll try and remember to pop all of this info down if you want to check any of this out, of the upcoming things that are happening. I'm liking that. I think I'm kind of liking just keeping that stitching down to the bottom edge. So we've definitely now got all 4 elements. I think that's probably enough. So I like a little, that sort of dark black peeking through a little bit. So I mean, yes, it definitely works better over here, I think. So I'm thinking there for her. Let's not overthink it. Let's just get it down. Wonderful. Now I might grab, let me see, what have I got to hand? Let's grab my Stapello All and maybe add some little details. Let's go around this lady, highlight her. I do like taking some scribbles out. Let's give that a little spritz in places and activate it. Yeah, That brings some of that black that's kind of peeping out from behind over across. I know we've got some of the polka dots, but like that unifies it a little bit and brings it all, no, what am I trying to say? It takes your eye up to that image. So I'm going to give that dry and then think about some words. All right, so I found the words. She instinctively retreated a step, which I thought suited this lady very well. I also had that leftover thread, and I found this gold bead I had lying around, so I just tied that down so it's dangling. So that is my page for week 1 of the Seek, Gather, Create Challenge August 2024. I really hope that you'll join me next week. Check out the challenge over on my Instagram channel, and I'll pop all the information down below. Take care. See you soon. Bye.